Alright, so before this video starts, I want to let you guys know that there will be spoilers in this video. There will be a section of spoiler free for the Ultra Beasts that have already been released, but make sure you guys check the description down below, or I'll also probably pop it up somewhere right here on the video as well to make sure that's the time that you stop watching, because everything else after that will be a spoiler. But don't worry, I will make sure to give you guys plenty of time, like in between me continuing to the next Ultra Beast theory. So like I said, if you guys don't want to be spoiled, make sure that you check the description, pay attention to the time that's on the screen to stop watching around that time. I will also break it up one more time so you guys do not get spoiled. I want to protect those people that aren't trying to be spoiled. But without any further ado, let's check out this theory. Yeah, what's good though? You already know who it is though. It's the one and only Twit. How you guys doing? And welcome to, well, a video I've never done before. As a matter of fact, we are going to do a theory video today for the new Pokemon Sun and Moon Ultra Beast. Now, you know that there have been quite a few, and by quite a few, I mean 3 total that have been released, but just recently, once the Pokemon Sun and Moon demo was released, of course, people, the hackers and everything, had to go data mine it all. Literally, the entire Pokedex, or at least from what they could get, has been revealed, has been leaked, all thanks to the data miners. So, cool, I guess, but I want to give you guys sort of a theory that was actually shown to me by someone on Twitter. Sent me a message and was like, yo, check out this theory. I think it's kind of an interesting take on the Ultra Beast, because obviously one of the most common Ultra Beast theories is that they're all like Ultra Beast UBO2 Beauty is supposed to be Lusamine, and UBO2 what is it, UBO2 or UBO1, whatever the actual name of it, UBO1 is supposed to be whatever the other, you know, trainer was, or whatever the other person was in Sun and Moon. And it's kind of a stretch. It's kind of a stretch in my opinion, but I mean, all theories are, at the end of the day, are sort of a stretch. So hopefully you guys understand where I'm coming from, because at the end of the day, there is not a lot of information that we have about the Ultra Beast, because they are still very, very mysterious. But we do have the leaked images, leaked sprites of the Ultra Beast, and I definitely want to talk about them. And again, like I said in the very beginning of this video, there will be spoilers, but we will talk about the 3 Ultra Beasts that have already been revealed, and we'll talk about those first and get those out of the way. And then for those of you that want to stick around and see the spoiler or the, you know, the data mined Ultra Beast, we'll talk about those later on. So let's go ahead and hop right on into it. And as you guys see in the title of the video is Ultra Beasts Represent Planets. And that's the theory that we're going to talk about here, because, and I actually tweeted about this as well. Like, I sort of understand it. Like, some of the theory makes sense, but some of it I feel like might be kind of hard to believe. And again, you guys have to just sort of take what I say with a grain of salt, and just realize that, again, we don't have any information on these Pokemon just yet. Even the revealed Pokemon, we still don't even have a lot of information on, information about. So it is what it is. But like I said, I'm gonna just sort of talk about what we have here, and we're gonna start off with UBO1. Okay, so UBO1 would be representing the planet Mercury. Now, this one is sort of a play on the actual planet theory here, because it obviously is not representing specifically the planet Mercury. It's actually representing the chemical element Mercury. But in this entire theory, it goes along with it being a part of, you know, representing the planet. It's just because of the rest of the Ultra Beasts as well, which again, it's sort of a play on words here with the UBO1. But if we take a look at the definition, or the reason that we think the UBO1 could be compared to Mercury, is it says here, it's a jellyfish, and we all know that a jellyfish comes from the sea. The chemical Mercury may resemble water, as its Latin name is Hydrogyrum, which means liquid silver. Now, if we just run over to Wikipedia real quick, it says Mercury is a heavy silvery white liquid metal. Compared to other metals, it is a poor conductor of heat, but a fair conductor of electricity. So then if we take a look at UBO1, you can clearly tell how it could be. Like, it's obviously, it would be a water Pokemon, so there's the conductor for electricity. It would be weak against electric type Pokemon, so there's the good conductor of electricity. Then on top of the fact that it is a silver and a white liquidy metal, and obviously this thing is white and or silver. Now the blue can be sort of left up to discussion, but the way I look at it, this is why it makes sense to me. It could represent the planet, but also be a play on the element Mercury as well. And again, this is all, like I said, theory. The whole video is a theory. It's just my thoughts on the theory that was written out. This is not something that I created on my own. It was actually something that was shown to me. So I'm just giving you guys the information that I have, and I want to hear you guys' thoughts on it as well, because like I said, some of them make sense and some of them don't. So next up, we have UBO2 Beauty. And what UBO2 Beauty will be representing is Venus. Now, Venus is obviously the goddess of beauty, and she often symbolizes femininity. Now, obviously, you just look at Ultra Beast 02 Beauty, and you realize that yes, it's a very feminine Pokemon. It's got its arm up. It's very sass. You know what I mean? So like, obviously, it's supposed to display beauty. It's a good looking Pokemon. Like, it looks nice. Now, it could fill out. You know what I mean? It's got some pretty tiny legs and all, but in theory, in this theory at least, it fits. It fits. Being Venus is the goddess of beauty, and obviously UBO2 Beauty looks like they're trying to portray beauty here. I mean, the name of it is UBO2 Beauty, so it's pretty interesting. After that, we have UBO2 Absorption, which is the big dude, the big bug, the big red bug thing, and he is going to be representing the planet Mars, which I feel like you guys probably would have seen the planet Mars coming for UBO2 Absorption. And it says Mars is the god of war, and planet Mars is colored red. Clearly, he often symbolizes masculinity. Now again, this is very left up to interpretation, but if you take a look at UBO2 Absorption, he is red. Mars is the god of war. He looks like he's ready to fight. He looks like he can definitely fight. He symbolizes masculinity. He's got his arms up. He's like, yo, look at me, I'm buff, dude. You know what I'm saying? I'm the guy on the beach doing the pull-ups, like, you know, getting my gains in every single day of my life, 19 hours a day. I eat sand for breakfast. I ate a bowl of nails this morning without any milk. You know what I mean? Like that, it's what he is. Like, it's pretty clear that UBO2 Absorption would be Mars, and it just, again, it makes sense because of the coloring. It makes sense because of you know, Mars is the god of war. He looks like he's ready to fight, and he produces, or he expels this masculine vibe. And again, this isn't, you know, this isn't male versus female or anything like that. This has nothing to do with that, so don't take what I say the wrong way, please. I'm not trying to start a war over that stuff. I'm just saying, literally, it's called UBO2 Beauty, which would be Venus, who is the goddess of beauty, and then UBO2 Absorption, which would represent Mars because he is red. He's the god of war. He looks like he's ready to fight, and he produces that masculine vibe. Like, you can definitely tell this is a guy. It could be Zarya from Overwatch. We never really know, but I'm gonna go with a theory that obviously UBO2 is a male with that masculine look, and it would be Mars. I like that theory. That's the one that I really like, which is why I think that this theory overall about the Ultra Beast could be plausible. It could be very, very plausible. Now, for everyone that wants to go ahead and click out of the video, this is your opportunity. I repeat, right after this will in fact be spoiled Pokemon B spoilers for the Ultra Beast. So if you guys do not want to see them, make sure you take within the next 30 seconds and click off this video. Now this, obviously, like I said, is going to be where these spoilers are going to begin. These are Pokemon which haven't been officially released, but they have been data mined, and they don't have official names either, but they are labeled as, you know, like this UBO3 we're about to talk about is labeled as the Wiremon, just because of the design of its body, etc, etc. So we have UBO3, the Wiremon, which would represent Jupiter, and it says Jupiter is a god of thunder, which makes this Guzma looked UB resemble him. Now, if you take a look at it, he's got the Guzma hair. The hair also kind of looks like he stuck his finger in a light socket and got electrocuted or something. He's got these big, like, weird looking fingers. He's real tall. He looks like a strike of, you know, thunderbolt. Obviously, the coloring and everything is a little bit different, but on top of the fact, if you take a look at it, its little tail thing, like that third leg or tail or whatever, sort of also looks like a plug. That's just that. Again, this is legitimately just my speculation, my thoughts about this theory. Again, I'm not the one that wrote this theory, okay? But if you take a look at his little tail, it looks like it has a plug, so it would make sense that the UBO3, the Wiremon, the wire-looking Pokemon, would be you know, the Guzma looking Ultra Beast. It resembles Guzma a little bit, which again is one of those theories where, you know, like I said earlier in the video, a lot of people are like, oh, well, you Ultra Beasts are supposed to represent actual characters. They're supposed to represent the humans in the game. Well, it's like, it's kind of hard to argue against that theory when you have a Pokemon like this, an Ultra Beast like this that legitimately looks like Guzma. So it is what it is. Now, the next Ultra Beast that we have here, which is again a data mine one, would be this bamboo looking Pokemon, and it would represent Saturn. Now, this is put as another Yu-Gi-Oh! 3 version Pokemon, and again with the bamboo stick looking arms. It says Saturn is the god of agriculture, which evolves into nature. This bamboo Ultra Beast may resemble the nature, that's why it also can resemble Saturn. Again, makes sense because, I mean, it's got bamboo sticks. Bamboo are a part of nature. Obviously, it would be a part of the nature in the Alola region because they're on the beach. It's like Hawaii. It's tropical island. There's bamboo. It just makes sense. I actually really like the idea here that it's sort of like, you know, it's the god of agriculture, you know? He looks like, not only that, but if you've ever seen those, oh, there's the little like waterfall things, like it fills up with water and then it tips over, and you usually see it in like a really like nice done up tropical theme, whatever, and it fills up and it tips over the water and it's like makes a little waterfall, a little water thing. I don't know what it's called, but if I can find a picture of it, I'll put it up. But I don't know if you guys have ever seen that, if you know what I'm talking about. Again, I mean, look at this Ultra Beast arms. It's literally the exact same thing. They look like a piece of bamboo. Again, the god of agriculture, which would be pretty cool. You know what I mean? And that's what I said. It makes sense. Again, it representing Saturn. I don't know if it would, you know, it's not really specifically about the colors or anything like that. But again, if we go back to the first Ultra Beast, you know, that could be sort of a play on words just to make it fit in the theme of it being planets or something like that. But Saturn, again, is the god of agriculture, which is why we're sticking with the planet theme here, because it's a bamboo Pokemon, which is pretty nice. Now, the next up we have here is the Ultra Beast 04 Origami style Pokemon, which would represent Uranus, or Uranus, however you want to say that. But it says, basing off the looks, this Origami Ultra Beast looks like the rays of light coming from the sky, where Uranus is considered as the king of the sky. Now, this one I feel could be a little bit of a stretch. I sort of understand, like, the origami thing is kind of a little far-fetched to me. I don't really see the like, when I was originally reading this, I was like, I don't understand the origami part of it, but I could see the origami. Like, I can see it if I try really hard, and if I grab my glasses and I put it on, I think I can make out that it's, you know, some type of origami or something like that, which is still pretty interesting. But I think the more interesting part is just the fact that it's based on Uranus. So that's why I just feel like that, you know, the origami looking Pokemon here, the Yu-Gi-Oh! 4 origami looking Pokemon, is very Uranus-like, because again, it looks like a light ray. Like, if you guys have ever done anything in Photoshop, or if you guys have been around the internet for a while, you know that little light blast thing is like all over everything, and, like, you know, people make graphics or whatever, and that's like on everything. So it also looks like that as well. It's just light rays, like a light beam or something like that. It looks pretty cool. I like the idea. I like the theory there. So next up, we have another Ultra Beast 04, which is labeled the Crystalmon, which would represent Neptune here. And this says, not because it resembles the god of the sea, but because and this is in quotations, at a depth of 7,000 kilometers, the conditions may be such that methane decomposes into diamond crystals that rain downwards like hailstone. Very high pressure experiments at the Lawrence Livermore National Laboratory suggest that the base of the mantle may comprise of an ocean of liquid carbon with floating solid diamonds, in quotations, diamonds. So, taking a look at this thing, it would make sense. I feel like maybe it would have color, it would have a little bit more color to it, but it being all black, you know, the shiny would probably look a lot cooler. But again, this is one of those I feel like could be a stretch thing, because he doesn't really look like he has diamonds. Maybe on his left arm it sort of looks like a shard of something, but it looks more clear than it does, you know, like a solid piece of diamond, which again, according to this little excerpt here, it says, may comprise of an ocean of liquid carbon with floating solid diamonds. which again, this looks clear. I mean, it could just be a white area. It just looks clear to me. And again, it doesn't really, I mean, it looks sharp. It looks like it has like a lot of what could be a diamond, but at the same time, it looks like it just has like, it's more spiked than it is diamond. But again, I look at his left arm and it just looks like a shard. So it could be a diamond shard. Who knows? It could be a crystal beast from Yu-Gi-Oh for all we know, you know? But again, I like the theory just because of the information that we have to back up the fact that it would be based off of Neptune, which is kind of cool. So the last Ultra Beast here is the Ultra Beast 05, which is labeled the Ben 10 Pokemon, which would represent Pluto. Now, I think the one thing about Ultra Beast 05, the Ben 10 Pokemon, the best part about this is that it legitimately looks like it is from the show Ben 10, which is wild. Like they nailed that spot on, which is pretty cool. But it says why, and it says Pluto, the Greek god, does resemble monstrosity, and this thing looks insane. This thing looks absolutely crazy. It looks like a monstrosity. Like there's a lot of stuff going on with this Ultra Beast here, which is why Pluto, obviously with the Greek god Pluto, it would make a lot of sense. It resembles it. I mean, it legitimately resembles it. So that's pretty much the gist of this Ultra Beast are the planets, or the planets, or Ultra Beasts are representing the planets, I should say, theory. And I just want to know what you guys think about this theory. Like I said, I haven't seen anybody talk about this one specifically. It's always a theory that, you know, that Yu-Gi-Oh! 2 Beauty is supposed to be, I think, Lusamine, and then Yu-Gi-Oh! 1 was supposed to be the other trainer, which I'm gonna look it up real quick. I'm actually gonna look that theory up right now so I can get the correct name, because I said it earlier and I just don't remember what it was. Hold on. Let me take a look. It was Lusamine and who was it? I can't remember her name, bro. What the heck was her name? Oh, Lily. There we go. Yu-Gi-Oh! 1 was Lily, and Yu-Gi-Oh! 2 Beauty was Lusamine. And I'm not gonna sit here and say that they're wrong or anything like that, because it's not my place to say that. But I just really found it kind of hard to accept the fact that they were specifically supposed to be humans. But at the same time, once we saw this leak for example, the wire Pokemon, what was it, Yu-Gi-Oh! 3, I believe, the wire Pokemon. Let me see, where did it go? Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! 3, this wire Pokemon that represented Jupiter, it does very much look like a Guzma, so I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. What is your theory on the Ultra Beast? Again, I know that there's not a lot of information to go on, so a lot of this is very, very much speculation. A lot of this is just off the wall theory, but it's still sort of food for thought. Yeah, it's kind of cool to think about that, hey, they are representing the planets, you know? It's just something interesting. And I just really, really like the bamboo looking Pokemon, which represented Saturn, just because it's agriculture. I think that's probably my favorite one. I don't know why. I just look at it and I'm like, I can totally see, especially with that little thing that falls over when the water fills up. I can't remember what it's called, but that little bamboo shoot thing that fills up and it tips over. I think it's just a cool theory. So like I said, you guys let me know what you think in the comment section down below. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, and maybe we'll do some other interesting theories, some off the wall, some more obscure theories, instead of, you know, the same things that everybody else is doing, because I'm sure that a lot of you guys are probably tired of hearing the same theories over and over and over. So that's why I wanted to just bring you guys a little bit something different. But like I said, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you smash the like button down below, because one, that does go a long way, it helps out the channel, and of course it definitely helps out this video. Share it around if you found it sort of interesting as well. But with that being said, I'll catch you all in the next one. As always though, it has been Twit, and I'm out. Peace!